What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Mount MoGraph. I got Summit 53 coming at you today, a 5-minute quick tip all about actions. So what actions do, they reside in a lot of Adobe programs, one of which that I use all the time is Illustrator, which is After Effects and Cinema 4D's, in my opinion, little brother, because it helps so much and is essential to my workflow. So what actions do is automate tasks that I find myself doing every day, and they just make it so you can have a shortcut for those tasks. So I just did one, and this is something I do all the time. I have cut out an object and duplicated it so I can do this nice little kind of shadow effect for all kinds of different designs, typically like character designs or shadows or something. And maybe if I pick like a blue color, I'll launch my action and then do this little trick, and now I have a nice shadow or whatever it may be to my object. So this is a very nice little trick, and what you can do for these actions, if you go up into window and just, grab your actions and drop this down here, you can actually create custom actions. So here's my MJ custom, which is just some ones I made that I use a lot. And let's go ahead and create a new one. I'll just show you how easy this actually is. So what I do is you create a new action and you can name it whatever you want. Let's call this one Super Test Man, and set a function key. So I'm going to set this one over to, I'm going to say F6, and you can do Shift or Command as well. And I actually have F6 already linked to something, so I got Shift F6, which is going to be very annoying and not helpful to do. So if I go ahead and click record, what we're going to want to do is, you want to previously have your scene set up to what the task is you want to do. So if I was to say I draw a lot of octagons, I'll draw an octagon, and as you can see, it says polygon tool, and also does what the dimensions are of this polygon. And let's say I also find myself copying the polygon and pasting it. It's recording this, and it's pasted it in the middle, and then let's say it pastes it again and then moves it. So I will click stop on my action, and it's now recorded. So I got this Super Test Man. Let me delete these octagons here and do Shift F6 if I remember correctly. And I now have launched my task again, and I have this wonderful octagon design that I use all the time, I guess. So you can do this for literally anything inside this program. You can do super complex ones for moving stuff, coloring stuff, gradients on stuff, text, fonts, whatever the heck you want. But as you can see, it's incredibly helpful. One of the ones that I definitely enjoy using, if for characters especially, if I was to just draw a quick leg or something that looks like a not normal shape, what I do often is find myself not making octagons, but flipping the object horizontally. And as you can see, this is flip horizontal. It's just reflecting it, which is right click, transform, reflect, and then you pick your dimension. So that's something that I found myself doing all the time, and I got so sick of crawling through the menu to do that. So that is nice. Additionally, I have one that I found I use, which is just pasting an object in place, which is normally Command C and Shift Command V to paste it in place. I just made another one, and I linked it to F1, so when I launch that, just times one copy in place, and I have another copy right there, which is great for building things. Another one I use quite often is pasting 2 copies in place, and this is when I use the Pathfinder to cut stuff out into the shadow like I just talked about. So if I go ahead and click F2, it's going to launch my times 2 in place, and that's going to create 2 copies in the place, and then I'll be able to drag it off-centered a little bit, and cut it out with my Pathfinder, and then just add a color, and I have a nice shadow to this object, which is really great for flat design. And then I also did one for expanding stuff and simplifying meshes. So that is all about actions inside Illustrator. Really have fun with it. Create stuff that makes tons of polygons, octagons, whatever the heck you want, pastes it in place, moves it around, and makes a mess on your screen. Anyway, this was Matt from Mount MoGraph. I hope you enjoyed Summit 53, the Illustrator quick tip on actions, and look for Summit 52. It's uploading right now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.